I'm Milani.
I'm Marlena.
I'm Yahaira.
I'm Ellis.
I'm Yahaira Sanchez. Today I will be talking to you guys about the risks that college athletes go through. Okay. With being a college student, we all know the struggles that we go through to try to balance out work, school, and just our social life in general. So just imagine how it feels just to be a college athlete. Just imagine all the sacrifices they have to make sure that they're still doing good in school while trying to balance out what their sports make them have to do. So overall, we can all imagine that they go through a lot of sacrifices and obstacles in life just being a student athlete. So today I would like to talk to you guys about how it's hard, what they have to do to be able to balance out their life and all the risks that they go through while trying to do it. So first, I want to talk to you guys about the different type of athletes. We have varsity players, club participants, intramural and extracurricular activities. So the varsity players, the games tend to matter more, and it causes more stress for them. And having their coaches on their back doesn't make it even easier because their coaches are trying to win and make sure that they're doing everything in their power to win. And just being able to have it to balance out their schoolwork and playing and their social life can get hard. So whether it's for fun or for competition, it is hard to keep a lot on your plate. And so all these players find a way to be able to balance out their life in order to stay focused and make sure they're on track. So according to Jeff Benson, for college athletes, they should be able to set goals for themselves just because it'll help them be able to know where they want to be in life and make sure they keep their grades up and help with their GPA. And he also says to make sure you pick the best major in your interest, because if you don't, it'll cause you to lack because you're not going to want to be able to do the work because you're going to be too tired from playing a sport that you really love. So just making sure you keep your mind focused on what you choose your major to be. So, and he also says making sure you have a plan and you plan accordingly and make sure your schedule is going to be able to fit what you need. And this will also keep you on track, and make sure you're communicating with your professors, and they may not give you a free pass because you're a college athlete, but at least they'll know what's going on in your life and make sure that you have all the stuff that you need if you're going to miss class, or even if let's say you're too tired, maybe they might give you okay, you can come in later, or just come to me and talk to me about other stuff that you have going on. Next. Also, he says to make sure you keep your stress levels down, because if your stress level is up, you're not going to be able to concentrate and make sure you're doing the right thing. So just making sure you're eating right and having the proper nutrients that you need to be able to stay focused. And sleep is key, because if you lack sleep, you're not going to want to do your homework, or maybe not even want to go to practice. So making sure you're sleeping well will help your stress levels. Making sure you keep your stress levels down also will help you get through the semester, because most people can't get through the semester if they're stressed and they want to just give up and drop out. So that would be a key too. She can go next. So next I would like to talk to you about the risks that college athletes go through just in general. So according to NCAA.org, many student athletes spend more than 30 hours per week on their sport. So this will be a risk factor on their sleep schedule, along with how much time they're spending with school. So this means college students aren't putting their schoolwork first, because their coaches are on their back trying to make sure they're trying to win and make sure they're getting practice so they can do anything in their power to win. So this will also cause stress on themselves. You can go next. Their coaches want them to win, so they do everything in their power to do so. This may mean that they will cause more practices, or even just them conditioning more on their own. So this will cause them to have stress, but he wants you guys just to keep it down. So next is the dangers of the physical injuries that they go through. So according to Sports Health, 60% of groups of former Division I athletes who sustain a major injury and 50% reported chronic injuries, that it was 2.5 higher than non-athletes. So this means like some of these students probably ended up having to stay in the hospital. So this meant that they were missing out on school and their focus wasn't even on school. So just making sure that we know that the injuries that they're going through is pretty hard, and like what they have on their plate is really hard. So this will also like really take a really big toll on their schoolwork. So it's not really recommended to play sports in college because you're not getting paid for it. So if you end up hurt, it can cause a disability later on in life, and then you're not going to be able to do what you love anymore. And you're probably, most of the time, you don't even make it to where you want to be when you play these college sports. So they just don't recommend you to even play because they don't want you to hurt yourself that much. So today I talked to you guys about how college